Hello, I am getting ready. Hello from Melbourne, Australia. I am traveling and my husband is at a conference and I am actually, well, I'm getting ready. I have my Cinch beauty bag with me. I have so much makeup with me and I am getting ready because my husband's at a conference and I am meeting Kat from Beauty News and it's gonna be so much fun. I basically said, like, show me whatever you want to show me whatever you want to show me. And I'll try and remember to link the things that I'm using down below. I never do like what I bring or anything like that, and I haven't planned like content for the entire time when I'm away. Maybe I should have, but I really haven't. But maybe I should have. I didn't. I'm not on vacation yet. I'm taking a vacation with my husband, and even though I'm technically already away, I'm gonna be using the Easy Blur by Huda Beauty. He's working right now, like he's on a conference, so I thought if he's on a conference, then maybe it doesn't matter that much if I'm like filming a little bit of myself as well. I feel like I had a mirror here, but then I didn't. Let me go find my mirror. Ah, there we go. Oh my god, there's a mirror on the other side too. Can you see? There's the camera. I'm filming on my vlog camera, which I never do. We are back to chaotic beauty YouTube filming on a vlog camera on my bedroom floor. This is me and my husband's bed in the hotel that we're staying at, and yeah, he's here for a conference and I'm just here to have a good time. I'm just here to have a good time, and I am gonna be meeting Kat today, and she's gonna be, I don't know, show me around, show me something. Maybe we'll have a cocktail, maybe we'll go shopping. Honestly, I have no idea. I am vlogging a little bit though, because always when I do these big trips, I love looking back at the vlog footage and just being like, oh, that was a great trip. So I knew I wanted to vlog a little bit. I've gotten an eczema on my neck as well, so I've really been like scratching off all of my tan on my neck. So should I be covering that in makeup? Not really, but maybe a little bit on this side. But so far Australia has been great. We went and we watched some animals. There was like a free range at Phillips Island. We were gonna see the penguin parade as well, but they were already sold out on tickets and we were kind of tired as well. So we said, like, if we want to come back, we can always come back. But we got to feed the kangaroos and pet them. We got to see the koalas and the emus and the wallabies, and I had a great time. We went, me and Ricardo and 3 people that he know in academia. They were also here a little bit early, so the 5 of us went. And I have met, one of them is in Ricardo's lab in Austin. One of them we hadn't met before. He was also Italian. His name was Francisco, and he was in, I think he is still in Germany. And then Anna, that Ricardo has worked with his sister from before, and she's actually in Sweden right now. So she's here on the conference too. So the 5 of us got to go. I think this is looking pretty good. And honestly, I just felt like a Disney princess, being able to like pet the animals, just walk around them. It was so cool, and the koalas were so cute, and we got to get really close within their own natural habitat, which is also really cool. So yeah, I really did enjoy just today. It was so cool. And yeah, today and a couple of days ahead, Ricardo's gonna be busy with the reason why he is in Australia, so I am gonna have to entertain myself. I do have to work a little bit, and I don't even know when this one is going up, but hopefully it's going up while I'm still in Australia. But yeah, I'm trying to, film a little bit if I have something that I want to film, but I'm also trying to be nice to myself and not stress too much about, you know, all the things that shoulda, woulda, coulda been happening and all of that. Like, you're supposed to be able to take a vacation and stop thinking about things. And before I worked with social media, I worked in an office, and a more official authoritarian job. I worked with that for 8 years. And before that, I was a waitress for 10 years. And I've also been to uni, of course. So for me, I've had a bunch of different jobs. And this is definitely, I always get so frustrated when like creators are like, oh, this job is so hard. I work so hard. This is the easiest job I've ever had, but it is the most time-consuming job I've ever had, which can make you very exhausted because you never really get the time to not think about work. And when I was working, I mean, especially when I was working as a waitress, when work was over, I forgot all about work. I was not thinking about work at all. There was no way that I was like just worrying about work when I was not in a restaurant. Like, absolutely not. I might be thinking about the co-workers and the dynamics and stuff like that. See if I can get it good. Oh, maybe I'll do the puff actually. I might be thinking about stuff like that, but I would never think about work. When I worked in my office job, I would not think about work after as like either. There's no way I would come home and just be thinking about work. Absolutely not. But now, working for myself, I will say it is really hard to turn off. And even though the work itself is not very hard, and it can be tricky sometimes to figure out exactly how to solve different problems. And also one tricky part is that it's only you have to rely on yourself for a lot of things. It's very like, you know, problem solving kind of a thing, but the problem itself is usually very low stakes. It's not like a hard job, but you think about it constantly. And even when you are not working, and even though when you're not in your office, or even now when I'm like officially on vacation, it's really hard to not think about it. And that's, I think, one of the things that makes it a little stressful, is that you are always on. You're always working, you're always thinking about it. There's never a time when you're just completely off. And does that make the job harder than any other job I've ever had? No. Like I said, this is the easiest job I've ever had. This is the most fun job I've ever had, but it is by far the most time-consuming job I've ever had. It's not unusual for me to work 14, even 16-hour days. It's unfortunately more common than I would like to admit, and I do wish it wasn't like that, but sometimes stuff just has to get done. So I am gonna really try during this trip to think a little less about work. But also, I will say, and I think that if you've had different jobs like I have, and I have more jobs than the ones that I mentioned now as well, when you switch from one job to another, you start thinking about the differences between those different jobs. And I remember when I switched from being a waitress into working in an office, one of the things that I was thinking about is how different time passes. Because when you are, oh my gosh, when you are a waitress, you're at your job and time like passes and you're doing stuff, and the more stuff you do, the more you can see. Like, you can see the time that you put into something. You can see the plates being delivered to the tables. You can see things being clean if you're cleaning. But when I was working in an office, sometimes you couldn't always see progress. Because sometimes you had to deal with something, and to be able to deal with it, you have to spend half a day reading up about different laws and legislations and rules. And that, you can see that progress, you can touch that progress. And that's also been something that's been a clear transition between me only doing social media like YouTube, because I could see all the progress that I made. I film a video, I edit a video, I put it up. The more I film, the more I edit, the more videos come up. The progression is very clear. But when it comes to Sinch, adding Sinch, progression isn't always clear. Like, I can spend half a day just looking at samples and emailing, and I have nothing to show you for it. It's all like, it's not tangible, like the progress that you make. Oh yeah, I really should. Oh, looks so angry. It looks so angry. It's not like tangible, the progress that you make, or when you're trying to solve a problem on the website, or when you're updating like different things in the back end, or sending invoices, and it's not tangible like the progress that you're making. And I think I say this with love to myself. I think I was a little bit naive when it came to like, how much time is Sinch gonna take? And I spend so much time thinking about Sinch, fixing things for Sinch, all the things Sinch related. And of course I knew that like doing Sinch was gonna take time, and it wasn't gonna be like something that was like gonna be easy. But I didn't think maybe that I would sometimes just sit for 3 hours emailing back and forth on stuff that just is so close from completion. Riveting rhubarb is riveting indeed. Okay, I'm back. I did some brows. I hope they look okay. I actually did some custom palettes by Ensley Rain. Like, I moved some stuff around from different Ensley Rain palettes. So I got this one that looks like this, and then I moved some stuff around in the Flourish palette too. Look at this. It's so fun. So these are not the Flutter and Flourish palettes. I moved some stuff around, but now I'm like, I really want to do like a murky green today. So I think I'm gonna do this one. This one is actually from the, is this the Flutter palette? Yes. Let me see if I can get like an eye primer going. I am very excited. Okay, I'm very excited to go out and see more of Melbourne today. I mean, I'm only here for a couple of days. It's the same with all of Australia. I'm not going to be able to see everything. And I try to not stress too much when I'm on vacation, being like, I need to see everything. I need to see all the important stuff. For me, it's more a vibe. I want to get the vibe of the place, and I want to feel like relaxed, because sometimes vacation is not about you seeing as much as possible. It's also about you getting a break and just doing something else and seeing something else. And since we don't really have that much of an itinerary, like me and my husband, for this trip, except of course the conference, we try to not fill it up too much with just stuff, because how are we supposed to feel relaxed if we just have a schedule for an entire, like, every waking second? I don't want to do that. I want to feel a little bit relaxed. And how am I supposed to not think about like the busy schedule that I usually have when I have a busy schedule when I'm on vacation too? So I'm trying to be nice to myself and not be too stressed about things, but I am really excited to get out of the hotel room and see some more stuff, and so excited to meet Kat as well. I will say, I heard that it was not going to be super warm here, so I did bring some more, like, I thought a little bit more like appropriate clothing. I don't think that I made all the right choices. I've been so cold, but it's okay. It's gonna be warmer both in Sydney and in Brisbane, because that's what we're going after. So I'm just gonna have to like accept that I am gonna be cold while I'm in Melbourne. Like, it's okay. It feels a little bit like Sweden in that way, almost like a Swedish early spring, or like a Swedish like late fall, because it's been like a little like almost wet raw in the air, and it's been very windy, and it's not been super warm, and I feel like I'm a little bit spoiled with the temperatures now. I also don't like being cold at all, and it's been pretty cold here, I will say, but it's been okay though. I did bring some jeans, but I wish I had brought like a fleece. I wish I would have brought like something like really warm, but I didn't think I was gonna be like needing that level of like warmth. I also am having so much texture around my eye, because you can see my eczema has come back here, and it's also come back a little bit around my eye. Not itching like here, but it's definitely causing a little bit of texture and a little bit of irritation. But honestly, it is what it is. I'm learning to live with it. I don't know what to do really. I'm gonna try and do like a fun makeup look, but not maybe crazy. I say that now, but not like too crazy, like pigmented, dramatic, all the way up until the brows. Again, I say that now. I also finished the book Quicksilver. I actually read the first 60 pages when I was in Austin. I just wanted to read up until what the back of the book said, basically, so that I was like caught up to like what the actual plot of the book was, and that was basically like the first 60 pages, and it started out so strong and so interesting. So when I was on the flight, the first flight even to San Francisco, I was so intrigued to get into the book, and I ended up reading half of the book on the way to San Francisco, and then I finished the book just a little. We were not even halfway to Australia when I finished the book. It's so good. It's so entertaining. It is so, it made me feel the same way that Akatar made me feel. Is it a literally masterpiece? Maybe not. There's not Pulitzer Prizes coming for this one, but it is so entertaining. And if you're looking for just like an escape, an entertaining book with really good characters and a somewhat surprising magic system, that I really liked the element like the Quicksilver. I liked the different worlds, and that like lack of water was something that was a problem with one of them. I thought the whole book was just, I'm not spoiling anything here, that's literally what's happening, and like I said, in the first 60 pages of the book, what you can read on the back of the book. But yeah, you definitely I recommend this book. It is so good. I devoured it, loved it. I will leave a link to it down below even, and I cannot wait to talk a little bit more about the books that I've been reading lately when I get back on my second channel. I'm so ready, I'm so excited. And Quicksilver, I've heard from people that like this is a very entertaining book. It is pretty similar to Akatar, and if you liked Akatar and if you liked how Akatar made you feel, you will like Quicksilver too. It is definitely a romantasy book. Like, there is romance, but just like Akatar, there is actually a good plot behind as well. There is a plot. It isn't just about the romance. There is other things as well. It's maybe not as plot driven as Throne of Glass. There is a little bit of like smut in there as well, but it is not overly done. Especially, it's not happening all the time. I feel like some books, they just have a tendency of almost making it too much about the romance and the spies, and like they kind of forget about the plot. And I don't think that this book was that. I think there's like maybe 3 more spicy scenes in this book, and honestly, if you don't like the spice, you could just pass that through and not miss anything of the actual plot. I am a person who loves to read about love, but I don't necessarily need the spicy, smutty scenes in the books. Sometimes, of course, it makes sense in the story if it's been like, if it's people that are like falling in love or stuff like that, but I don't like when it's the whole point of the book, and I don't feel like that was this. There was a really good twist at the end as well, which was not exactly what I thought it was going to be, and I kind of liked the way that they did it. And yeah, I truly recommend the book. I thought it was really nice if you are looking for something entertaining to read. I'm reading The Ever King right now, out of a recommendation from Ali Dawson, and so far I am really enjoying that book too. I will say it is not as good as Quicksilver, because Quicksilver was just so it just dragged me in and dragged me under, and I was just so enthralled with it. But I do think that The Ever King is entertaining enough. It's a really good entertaining book. I feel a little bit about that book as I felt about the Trial of the Sun Queen, or the Trial of the Sun Queen, and all the books that came after. Again, it's having Akatar feel to them, but they're not as good. And also, maybe it's nice that not all books are like great, like 5-star books. It's nice to be like able to differentiate between books that are entertaining and books that truly make you go like, wow, what did I just read? I was contemplating if I was gonna do some shimmer, but I kind of decided against it. I don't know if I'm doing something tonight. I know my husband has a welcome dinner tonight, so, and I'm not going to that one. I am going to the gala dinner, the end dinner that we're having, because Ricardo actually got me a ticket. But I'm not going to the welcome dinner because that didn't sound as fun. So I don't really know what I'm doing tonight, and if I'm doing something I might add some shimmer. But I'm kind of just enjoying how this is looking. And I'm using the Bad Gal Bang, and I love that mascara, and I think it's looking pretty decent. Okay, a little bit of highlighter. I did bring the Moira highlighter. It travels really well, and it's a really nice highlighter. Let me see if I can get a brush. Hello? Oh, here it is. The FL7, which is my favorite highlighter brush. Let's see if we can do Oh, is the sun coming out again? I'm sitting by the window, and I will say natural light is really nice, but it is really hard when it's like cloudy and the sun is just going in and out of clouds. It's not giving, you can tell it's coming back. Oh my gosh, it's not giving the easiest lighting conditions. Wow. So I think I want to do, I brought this lippy. This is from Lawless in Amaretto, and I was wearing that just before I left for this vacation, and I was like, oh, this is so pretty and I want to wear it again. So I'm gonna wear it with this is Caramel from ABH, but I want to have hazelnut, or maybe this one. This was a long time. This is the Moira in Natural Sand. We'll do this one. I love this lip liner, like this color. I just wish it was a little less warm. But the formula is so nice. It's one of those that you sharpen. You know, I love those. I think that's gonna be good. And also I am wearing a Valaris t-shirt. I got this one from Etsy. It's really cute because it has the print on the back as well, like the Valaris one. I really like this one. I'll try and remember and see if I can link this one down below as well, because it is a really cute one. It's just a really nice, I think I got this a little oversized as well, just for it to be like super comfy. And I actually just bought 2 t-shirts with Menon Blackbeak on it. Oh, wrong side. They're so cute. I brought them here. Ricardo's like, oh, is that a new band? Because they look like a band t-shirt. Yes, it is the tour of Menon Blackbeak and the 13, Until Darkness Takes Us. Let me see if I can get them and show you, because they are so cute. Okay, I was almost correct. So this is the 13, oh my god, is it already one of my hairs on it? It is the 13% Menon Blackbeak, and then it says from now until darkness claims us. I was close. I was close. It's super cute. And so this is just a like a dark gray one, but I also got a cropped one. I thought this one was so cute. So this is also Menon, and it says Menon Blackbeak live August 12, and then it says featuring the 13, Live Menon Live, guest appearance Dorian Havillard. I'll bleed whatever color you tell me to. I'm so excited. Maybe I'll wear this one today. Honestly, I need a jacket because it's gonna be cold. I think today is the warmest day since we came here though, so maybe not that cold. Oh, I want to do a little liner. I found this one that I haven't used yet. This is one of the Nabla Cupid's arrows. You know, I love these. And this is a green one that I totally forgot that I had. So I'm gonna use this one. Oh, that is so good. Oh, I love that. I love these. They're so nice. And I'm so excited that they came out with some new colors. They had like a pink, a blue, and a green. I feel like my makeup is looking, it's colorful, but it's not like in your face, oh my god, is she a drag queen? I'm trying to, I'm not trying to tone it down, but I'm trying to find that happy middle where I'm like still me, because I feel like me with this makeup, but I'm also like not to the point where people, because I don't want people to look at me like twice. I don't need that. I don't like attention like that. Sometimes it's nice to tone it down. Like you tell, yeah, the lighting is just going in all kinds of different ways. I'm gonna fill in my beauty spots. Just filled in my beauty spots. I think that looks pretty good. Yeah, the lighting is all over the place, but hey, at least it's natural lighting. I hope you are having a great day. I don't even know what this video was about. I also brought this one. I picked out the colors that was in this Molten Chromes, and I just brought some shades. These are from Bella Beauté Bar, and also these 2 shades are from the, what is it called, the Ensley Rains, the pastel one that has like blues and purples and pinks. I brought these 2 in case I want to do something fun. So yeah, I brought just custom things. I never do that, but I'm very excited. But if you want, maybe I should film a what's in my makeup bag. Is that even fun? Do people watch that? Is anyone interested in that? If I have time, I might sit down and film that as well. Maybe that could be fun. But I hope you're having a great day. I know that I will, and I will see you again soon in a video. If I'm not active in the comments, it's because I haven't gotten home yet, because I am traveling for quite a bit, and like I said, I am vlogging. And keep an eye on my Instagram, because I do post some stories there of like what's been going on throughout the day. But yeah, I'll see you soon again. Thank you so much for being here, by the way, for being so sweet and supportive, and for being okay with me not being super active in the comments and stuff like that. Sometimes you just need to take your mind off your job, even though you like it, and even though it's not a tricky job, it can sometimes just take over your entire brain. But I'll see you soon. Bye.